Hi everybody, as you can see from the title of this video, today's yoga class is going to be particularly helping with endometriosis and pelvic pain. As a yoga teacher, I do get a lot of requests from women, particularly for those types of pains and discomforts. And yoga by nature is therapeutic. It does help with a lot of injuries, conditions, or tightness and pain. So as much as it can release or relieve some of the discomfort, I cannot guarantee you that it's going to heal forever, but it would certainly help with the symptoms. And feedback from a lot of people is that eventually it does reduce a lot of the symptoms. So this sequence that we're going to do today is anybody can do it. You don't have to have any particular problem or pain. It can be done by anybody, but particularly for ladies who suffer with a lot of maybe period pains, a lot of pelvic pains, and have endometriosis, it's very, very beneficial. I suggest you practice this when you're not in pain or when you're not in your period as well. So this is to be practiced in between your flares maybe, so it can help eventually with when a flare happens, it's going to be a lot less intense than what it usually is. I would give a lot of modifications for people who are brand new to yoga, and for somebody who has also a little bit of experience already with yoga. So I hope that's going to be helpful for everybody. Stay with me. So we're going to start with coming to all fours position, and bring your toes together and separate the knees, and bring your hips on top of your knee, on top of the heels, and just sink your chest in between the legs. This is child's pose, and we're just going to rest here for a few minutes. We're going to center our attention inwards. Pay particular attention on how the hips feel. Is there any tightness today? And with each exhale, release more and more of the tension there in that area. Focus on your breath and just notice how your breath travels from the nose through the back of the throat, the back of the lungs, going down to your kidneys and all the way to the tailbone. And with the exhale, traveling from the bottom of the spine, traveling through the back of the lungs, the neck, and coming out through your nose again. And one more time, inhale through the nose, down the back of the throat, back of the lungs, the kidneys, the lower back, all the way to the base of the spine. And exhale from the base of the spine, kidneys, back of the lungs, and now with the next exhale, gently prepare yourself and push yourself up with the hands. Come to all fours position with your knees directly under the hips and your wrists directly under the shoulders. Now we're going to inhale and tilt the tailbone towards the ceiling, arch the lower back and lift the chest. Exhale, point the tailbone towards the floor, round the back and bring the chin towards the chest. Inhale, arch the back, open the chest. Exhale, rounding the back. Bring the chin towards the chest. One more time. Open the chest. exhale, round the back. Last time, inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round the back. And come to neutral. And now with the inhale, raising the right hand towards the ceiling, looking up. And with the exhale, bringing the shoulder, the right shoulder on the floor. If you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can use your left arm and just walk it towards the front. We're going to focus on a lot of opening of the side body today, so a little bit of twists. Also opening of the entire line of the front body. And of course releasing some tension in the hips area. That's really good for all pelvic pain issues. Inhale, push yourself up with the left arm. And this time, inhale with the left arm towards the ceiling. Opening the chest, looking up. Exhale, dropping the left shoulder on the floor. Stretching the right arm in front of you. Make sure the hips are staying even. With the next inhale, slowly push yourself up with the right arm and come to center. And now slowly walk the hands towards the front of the mat, lowering the chest towards the mat. Hips are staying up. And you don't have to go all the way down. You can be somewhere here, or you can be a little bit lower down, or all the way down, depending on where you feel today. That's gonna open the shoulders, the chest, the back. And when you're ready, walk your hands back to all fours position. Now inhale and tuck your toes and send the hips towards the ceiling, keeping the knees bent, creating a lot of space in the neck. Neck is moving free. Long spine. And now you can start slowly to pedaling your legs, warming up the hamstrings, opening the hips. Gazing towards the navel, firming the thumb and the index finger on the mat. And when you're ready, exhale, drop the knees, drop the chest and the chin on the mat. Inhale, slide forward with the hands directly under the shoulders. Hips are firmly imprinted on the mat. Legs are active, lifting the kneecaps. Inhale, peeling the chest off the floor. This is a baby cobra. Really good for strengthening the back and for opening the chest. Exhale, come back to all fours position. Push your hips up towards the ceiling again. And this time, inhale, raise your right leg up. And exhale, bringing the knee towards the nose. Dropping the foot between the arms. If your leg doesn't reach there, you can always help with the hands. Just bringing the right foot between the hands. Drop the back knee on the floor. Inhale and come up. And with the exhale, gonna sink the hips lower. Just gonna stay here for 5 breaths, feeling the opening of the front leg on the left side. Nice and relaxing stretch. And now with the next exhale, try and see if you can drop the right hand on the right side of the body. Inhale, raising the left arm up, deepening that stretch through the front left side of the body. Opening those hip flexors there. That might be keeping our hips tight. exhale and bring the hands on the front of the mat, sending the foot back to downward dog, and staying here resting for 5 breaths. 1, firm the thumb and the index finger. 2, 3, gazing towards the navel. 4, front of the legs are active, kneecaps lifting. 5, raise the left leg up, bring the knee towards the nose and drop the foot between the arms, dropping the back knee on the mat. Inhale, come up, and with the exhale, sink into your hip stretch. Feeling the opening of the right side of the body. And with the next exhale, check if you can drop the left arm on the left side and really open through the right side of the body, raising the arm up, feeling the stretch from the front right side. Feels good. Exhale and drop the arms on the mat, sending the foot back into downward dog. And this time, inhale, right leg up again. Exhale, bringing the knee towards the nose, dropping the foot between the arms, and this time staying in high lunge. Inhale, coming up. Notice the back leg is very active, kneecap is lifting up, it's completely straight. And exhale, bringing the scapulars together, cactus arms sinking down. Inhale, raising up. Exhale, down. Inhale, straightening the leg. Exhale, sinking down again. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower down. Dropping the arms either side of the leg and stepping back into downward dog. Resting here for 3 breaths. Now inhale, raising the left leg up, and exhale, bringing the knee towards the nose, dropping the foot between the arms, staying in high lunge. Inhale, coming up, really keeping the back leg active. Exhale, sinking down with the cactus arms. Inhale, straightening the leg up. Exhale, sinking low. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, cactus arms, opening the chest, dropping the hands on either side of the leg, stepping back in downward dog. Making sure that the armpits are facing towards the mat, distributing the weight of the body between both of the arms and both of the feet. Exhale, drop the knees down, drop the chest and the chin on the mat. Inhale, slide forward, keeping the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift the chest off the mat. Stay here for 3 breaths. Exhale, push back to downward dog. And inhale, stepping forward. Staying in a forward fold for a few breaths. You can grab onto the opposite elbow here and just sway from side to side. Really giving time to the hamstrings to open. Kneecaps are active, lifting these kneecaps up, activating the quadricep muscles. So we're assisting the hamstrings to open. And with the next inhale, slowly roll yourself all the way up. to standing. Bring your palms in a prayer position in front of your chest and just observe the sensations of the body now. The next exhale, drop the arms by either side of the body. Inhale, open up to the left side, step away. And the space between your legs should be the same distance as one of the length of one of your legs. So we're creating a complete triangle. Bring your arms on the waist. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, bring the chest closer towards the floor, keeping the legs active. Maintaining a straight spine. If you can drop your arms on the mat. Opening those hamstrings, that would help us to really release the hips later on. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale here. With the next inhale, bring the arms on the waist and come all the way up. Now bring your arms behind and really interlock the palms, bringing the heels of the palms together, leaving no space. Inhale, lift through the spine, and exhale, lower down again, letting gravity bring the arms down towards the floor. Exhale, bringing the arms on the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale here. And inhale with the arms on the waist, coming all the way up. Now with the next inhale, pivot your toes towards the right side. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, reach towards the right side of the room. And exhale, reaching down towards the shin of your leg. Left arm reaching towards the ceiling. Gaze is towards the arm. Feeling the opening of the left side of the body here. Really imagine that with your legs, you're trying to squeeze the mat together, activating the inner thighs. Inhale, come up. Exhale, pivot the toes towards the other side. Reaching towards the left side of the room and down towards the left shin of the leg. Right arm reaching up towards the ceiling. Gaze is up on the right arm. Opening the right side of the body. Staying with your breath. Observing those sensations in the body. Inhale, come up. And this time, inhale with your right arm up, centering the body towards the front. And exhale, dropping the right arm on the outside of the left foot, twisting the chest, trying to reach towards the ceiling. Option for the left arm is to be behind the lower back or reaching up towards the ceiling. Keep spiraling this chest towards the ceiling. Inhale, gaze down towards the left thumb. Exhale here. And inhale, come all the way up. Pivot your toes towards the right side of the room. Centering the body towards the front. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, dropping on the right side of the right foot. Spiraling the chest towards the ceiling, raising the right arm up. Or option is to keep it behind the lower back as well. Whatever feels better for you today. All corners of the feet are touching the mat. Feet are active, legs are very active. Exhale, gaze down towards the big toe, and inhale, come all the way up, stepping towards the front of the mat. And again, bring your arms in a prayer in front of your chest, close your eyes, and just observe the sensations of the body. Now gently open your eyes and open your legs wider than hips distance apart and point the toes a little to the outside. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, squat down between your legs. You can drop the arms first in front of yourself between your legs. And it's even better if you bring the palms in prayer position with the arms pushing on the inside of the legs, trying to open the legs to the outside, trying to maintain spine as straight as possible. And staying here for 10 full breaths, allowing the hips to open. Observing the sensations of the body without any judgment. All toes of the feet are on the floor. All corners of the feet are touching the ground. Hips are sinking lower towards the mat. And now if you can, bring in the left shoulder in front of the left thigh, opening the palm facing away from us, bringing this palm behind, and check if you can interlace your hands behind, really opening those shoulders together with the hip opening as well. The next exhale, bringing the palms and the hands in front, and this time bringing the right shoulder in front of the right thigh, palm facing away from us, bringing behind and around, and see if the left arm can interlace the right arm behind. Exhale, gently bring your arms in front of the mat and step your legs back, dropping the knees on the floor, chest and chin also, bringing the arms underneath the forehead, and just resting the head here for a couple of breaths. Now drop the front of the chin, the part of the chin where you can see on the mirror. Dropping the chin on the mat, bringing the palms of the hands facing down on either side of the body. Legs are really active, kneecaps are lifted. And then with an inhale, lift the chest off the mat, keeping the hips firmly grounded. Squeezing the shoulder blades together for one more breath. The next exhale, lower yourself down again. Next inhale, peeling the chest off the floor again, this time lifting the arms up as well. Staying here for 5 breaths. 3, activate the legs. 4, keeping the hips stable on the mat. 5, lower down. Next one, inhale again, lift the chest off the floor, lift the arms off the floor, and this time lifting the legs off the floor as well. Imagining that you can continuously try to bring the legs together, toe touching if you can. Gaze is forward and down. Exhale, coming down. And this time, bringing the elbows underneath the shoulders. Really bringing the scapulas together, opening the chest in front. Legs are really active, kneecaps lifting up. Pelvis is really imprinted onto the mat, very stable. Legs and pelvis work as a support for the upper back to open, for the chest, for the heart to come out forward. This is Sphinx pose. Exhale, coming down, and for the next pose, bending the knees down and just dropping the legs at the back of the hamstrings. Preparing by lifting the chest off the mat, settling the ribs down, and reaching towards the ankles of the feet, grabbing onto the outside of the foot, kicking the legs back. And at the same time, pulling with the arms, creating resistance, keeping the legs parallel to each other. Exhale, lowering down, bringing the arms underneath the forehead, and just relaxing here for a couple of breaths. On the next inhale, gently push yourself up into downward dog again, sending the hips towards the ceiling, stabilizing the spine in the neutral position. And with the next inhale, come to seated and roll yourself down on the mat into lying down. Bend the knees up and bring the right leg on top of the left, opening the arms to either side and dropping the feet on the left side, giving a little release of the back muscles. This feels very nourishing right now, after all the hard work the back muscles did. Just allow the knees to drop towards the floor. Inhale, come to center. And change legs, bringing the left one on top of the right. Exhale, dropping towards the right side. Inhale, bring the legs up to center again. And now bring your arm reaching towards the ceiling as well. Inhale, and as you exhale, really tighten the belly as if you're trying to bring the ribs and the belly button together. With the next exhale, without releasing the core muscles, slide the right heel away from you and bring it back, keeping the core tight. One more time. 2, 3, 4, keeping the core tight. 5. Now as you're sliding the right heel away again, this time slide the right arm back as well. 1. Keeping the core tight, don't let go. 2, 3, 4, strong core. 5. Now relax for a second, and again inhale. As you exhale, tighten the core muscles, bringing the belly button and the ribs together, and just the left heel sliding away. Bring it back. Inhale, away. Exhale, bringing it back. Inhale, away. Exhale, bringing it back. One more time. And the next time, including the arm. 1, 2, 3. Lower back is completely glued to the mat. 4. Last one. 5. And now all the legs and all the arms together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great work. You can relax for a second here. The next inhale, slowly push yourself up into seated. And bring your legs wide open in front of you. Legs are active, feet are flexed. Start walking your arms in front of you, bringing your chest forward. It doesn't have to be down, because we want to keep a very nice and straight spine. So just keep walking forward, maintaining a nice straight spine. Gaze is forward and down. Legs are still active. And as you're staying here, with each exhale, notice how your body relaxes into the pose, and chest is slowly coming towards the floor. Maybe now you can drop your elbows there. Still keeping the toes flexed, legs active. With the next inhale, slowly push yourself up. Walk your hands back towards yourself. And now bring the right foot on the inside of the left thigh muscles. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, slide the left arm towards the left foot, spiraling the chest, facing the ceiling. Leg is still active, toes are flexed, kneecaps are lifted. Keep opening the chest towards the ceiling, feeling the opening of the right side of the body. Inhale, come up. And now change your legs, straightening the right one and bending the left one, bringing the foot towards close to the right thigh muscles. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, slide the right hand towards the right foot, spiraling the chest up again, opening through the chest, really grateful and ready to receive, honoring the body that allows us for this practice today, honoring the boundaries of the body, observing what the boundaries are without being judgmental, without being unhappy about the body. Inhale, coming up. And this time bring the soles of the feet together in a little diamond shape. Bringing them together, but try and open them like a book in front of you. And you can butterfly the knees a little bit to release the hips here. And the next one, just slide them a little bit away from you, just widening this diamond shape here, still keeping them open, and slowly bring the head towards the feet. As as far as it can go, no pressure, you're not pushing hard, and you would just notice how with each breath and with each exhale, you're slowly going to sink deeper into this position, and the knees are going to drop closer to the floor. Hips are going to open. Some emotions may arise here as well, as we're storing emotions in our hip area. Just observe it without any judgment to it. You don't need to react anyways. Just be aware of it. Stay here for 10 full breaths. Inhale and slowly coming up. Now just help your knees come back together and straighten your legs in front of you. You can just paddle them a little bit to release. Bring your right knee close to you, and without opening the gap of the leg here, internally rotate the leg, bringing the foot on the outside of the hip. And just sitting here for 5 breaths as well. If this feels comfortable, you can try and walk the hands behind a little. If this feels okay still, maybe you can come down to your elbows. And you don't have to, but if anybody feels still okay here, you can even lie down, open the arms wide. Make sure there's no pain whatsoever in the joints. Feeling stretch in the muscle is okay, but feeling tension or pain in the joint area, it's not okay. Next, inhale, place your forearms on the either side of the hips and just push through your elbows, coming up, helping this leg to straighten in front of you again. And now bringing the left knee closer to you, closing the gap of the leg here and rotating the leg inwards, bringing the foot on the outside of the hip. And again, it is perfectly fine to just sit here. Or walk your hands back, come down to your elbows maybe. It is a very intense stretch, so really listen to your body. You might desire to lie down. And on the next inhale, bringing the arms on the outside of the hips, pushing through the elbows to come up. And the same way you go into the pose, the same way we're coming out. First bringing the leg bent in front and then straightening it out. Now inhale, lengthen the whole spine, growing tall, and exhale, bringing the chest towards the thighs. You can bend the knees here if the hamstrings are still very tight. That's totally fine. Just make sure you're holding onto the either on the shins, on the ankles, or the feet in front of you. Feet are flexed, toes are pointed up, big toes touching together. Stay here for 10 full breaths. It's a very restorative pose. It is also great for any sort of pelvic pain, period pain, if you feel discomfort, maybe in your lower back area as well. This pose is great. Even while you are maybe on your monthly periods and you have cramps and just discomfort, you can always use this pose. It's going to automatically make you feel better. Inhale, slowly come up. And now we're going to lie down on the back. And I will demonstrate first. We're going to go into shoulder stand, which is also really beneficial for endometriosis. The way we get into shoulder stand is first you kick your legs back into egg shape, placing the hands on the lower back, bringing the elbows as close together as possible, and slowly raising the legs up. Keep supporting the back. Stay here for 10 full breaths, ladies. Sending energy through the feet. Make sure the head is staying in one position. We're not looking right or left here. Active core. And after 10 breaths, you can lower the toes behind you towards the floor with the nails on the toenails touching the floor, and staying here for 5 breaths. If everybody feels okay here, feel free to drop the knees on either side of the ears. And you can straighten the arms and interlock the hands there. 5 more breaths. And when you're ready, vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly come all the way down, keeping the knees slightly bit bent, dropping the heels. And now straighten the legs in front of you and bring the palms of the hands underneath your hips. Inhale, push with your elbows, opening the chest towards the ceiling and dropping the crown of the head on the mat. This is to contract from the shoulder stand, and if this feels okay, you can raise the legs up as well, engaging the core. After 5 breaths, come down. And one more time, bringing the knees up, bringing the right leg on top of the left one, and dropping the knees to the left side. One more breath. Inhale, come to center. Change the legs, left one on top of the right, dropping the knees to the right side. Back to center again. And lying down in our final pose, spread the feet apart, open the arms wide with the palms facing up to receive. And just relaxing here, closing the eyes, relaxing the eyes, the space between the eyebrows, relaxing the jaw, the neck and the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, and all the fingers of the hands. Relaxing the chest area, the lower back. Hips are feeling heavy, sinking into the mat, fully relaxed, fully supported of the ground. Knees are relaxed, and ankles. Feeling grateful for this practice today. Honoring our bodies, honoring its abilities and its boundaries as well. Knowing that everything that is given, it's a gift. No matter where we are today and no matter the sensations we're experiencing in the bodies, it's just a moment in time, and trying to go past the physical reality and just feeling the energy, the exchange of energies between us and the nature. Now bring your awareness back to your breath and start to bring little micro movements to your fingertips and your toes, your ankles and your wrists. Stretch your arms behind you. Take a big inhale. And when you're ready, come to your left side. And on the next inhale, push yourself up, keeping the eyes closed. Coming to seated and bringing the palms together in a prayer. Touching the heart center. Being aware of the heartbeat. Being grateful for the work we did. Now keep the left hand on top of the heart center and bring the right hand in your pelvis area, right below the belly button. And just feel the connection between the feminine energy and the heart center. With each inhale, imagine a bright light entering your body, traveling down your heart center and going all the way down to the pelvis area. Each inhale brings more light in, a bright healing light. The light expands and expands. Until it fills in the whole room. knowing that the shell of this body is not a boundary anymore. There are no limitations, there are no restrictions. And all that we are is just energy. And let's go in this practice today with one arm. You can chant with me if you want to. Inhale. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today.